Welcome, players. I'm Sarah Pribis. It's Wednesday. This is HQ. And if you haven't won yet this week, you got this. Focus on the questions, not the assignment you have due in an hour, not the honking outside your office, and definitely not that text you just got from your ex. Swipe that ish away. And most importantly, remember, this is a game. Let's have some fun. Erica says, Mom, Nancy, we gotta go do some grocery shopping, but, after HQ. Charisse, happy birthday. Shout out to Shadrian. Big hello to Ben and Jen Cherry. That's a cute couple name. Ryan England, happy birthday to you. Hope you party it up. Hey, Patrick, I hope you're feeling better after your surgery. And Sean Breen, I know you're gonna crush it. We got a regular afternoon rager going on here. 620,000 players ready to see their HQ avatars up at the end of the game. Maybe I'll even say your username right. Maybe. But before that, you're going to have to answer 12 questions in 10 seconds each. Answer correctly and you'll win. And today's prize is $5,000. $5,000 bucks. I still don't know what I would do with that money. I wish I could play and figure it out. Yeah, you've seen other people win it. You've seen the tweets. Today's your turn. So let's get started. Q1. Which of these body parts is also a common part of a chair? Spleen, leg, or uvula? I hope you get this one. We sit in these all day long if you're working in an office, if you're at school. And I guess some people prefer the floor. I hear standing's a thing now. But the correct answer is leg. Yes, they rest your legs and they have legs. 628,000 of you got that. They usually have 4 of them, and we're off to a solid start. Q2. A dinner combining seafood and red meat is called surf and what? Smurf, turf, nerf. Whetting your appetites with this one. Ooh, such a tease. But focus on the question, not what you're having for dinner. It's my birthday meal each year, I hope. The correct answer is surf and turf. Turf is the answer. 605,000 of you got that. Can you just picture that for a minute? 605,000 HQDs all together, playing hooky and going to the beach, eating surf and turf. Any vegans? Well, you can have some veggie kebabs with grilled seitan. I got you. Q3. Which of these titles typically wields the most power at a corporation? CIO, CFO, or CEO? These are the people at the top of the company food chain. You definitely don't want to accidentally slack them a gif of a dancing otter. Or maybe you do. It depends on how cool your CEO is. CEO is the answer. 583,000 of you got that. And, to the 13,000 that chose the other 2, I understand why. They both have chief in them, too. It makes sense. All right, Q4. Which of these species is the closest relative of the llama? Hamster, alpaca, or rhinoceros? Why isn't it socially acceptable for me to have a llama as a pet? I want a llama as a pet. Napoleon Dynamite had one. Why can't I? And closest to the llama is the alpaca. Alpaca is the answer at Q4. 571,000 of you got that. I mean, they do look the most similar, so maybe that's how you knew. You're so smart. Q5. What fruit is also sometimes known as a fuzzless peach? Orange, nectarine, or pomegranate? It is almost peach pie season, which is very exciting for me personally because my mom makes the best. Mom, pie. No, I'm kidding. I have more manners than that. Please. Nectarine is the answer here. Yes, 507,000 of you got that. But we did lose 50,000 of you, which is rough. But, it's pretty exciting for the 500,000 of you that are left. Moving on to a music question. Despite his name, which of these musicians is actually from Morocco? French Montana, Flo Rida, or Bruno Mars? We're testing your musician knowledge here. Hopefully one of these guys delivers a song of the summer soon, because if I hear Despacito one more time, it is French Montana, who is actually from Morocco. 268,000 of you got that, but were 127,000 of you thinking that since Bruno Mars isn't from Mars, he must be from Morocco? That is an honest mistake, but let's keep it going. Q7. Association football is the British term for a sport typically known as what in the US? Football, rugby, or soccer? Quick side note that I think is important. I saw people playing Quidditch in the park this weekend. They were using lacrosse and broomsticks. Do I understand how they were playing? No. Am I sad that they didn't ask me to join? Yes. But back to the quiz. Soccer is your answer here at Q7, and 167,000 of you got that. And we're past the midway point, so I can say now, look at you, all 167,000 of you still in the game. This is amazing. Here's a history question. Of the U.S. presidents born in the 20th century, who held office first? Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, or Lyndon B. Johnson? This one would be easier if you saw a picture of the three of them standing together. But we can't help you that much. I want you to win, but I can't help you that much. The correct answer is John F. Kennedy. Yes, it was JFK. 28,000 of you got that, but we have our first savage question here at Q8. We knocked 141,000 of you out on that. That's gotta hurt. I'm sorry. I want to talk about John F. Kennedy for a second. One of his campaign commercials said, old enough to know and young enough to do, which I really like because it could also be a pretty good bio for your dating app. Q9. What long-running science fiction franchise began aboard the spacecraft Nostromo? Star Trek, Alien, or Planet of the Apes? The spacecraft Nostromo. These movies all spawned about 1 billion sequels and prequels, but you gotta go back and watch the originals. They're so good. And the correct answer is Alien. Alien here at Q9. 10,309 of you got that, but we have another slightly savage question here at Q9. Back-to-back savagery. That makes me hurt for you. But we do have 10,000 people moving on. So the USCSS Nostromo had to make an unplanned landing and picked up a not-so-nice guest. But if you remember, Sigourney Weaver took care of that. 3 questions left. Which of these U.S. states has the most official state songs? West Virginia, Tennessee, or Texas? The most official state songs. I'm not sure why this state has so many songs. I wish my state had more. But it has 10. Why do you need 10 songs? Including my homeland, Tennessee, my Tennessee. Tennessee is your answer. 3,618 of you got that, but we have another savage question. This is paining me to deliver so much savagery in a row here. We lost 7,000 of you on that. That's okay. You can come back tonight. There's another game. Did we have 3,600 Tennesseans in the quiz today? Shout out from where you're from in the chat. I want to see your pride. Q11. About how long does light from our sun take to reach the Earth? 8.3 minutes, 3.8 minutes, or 38 seconds? It's a long way. 93 million miles. But light travels fast. It travels first class at more than 11 million miles a minute. So if you can do that math, yeah, it's 8.3 minutes. There you go. 8.3 minutes is your answer. 2,612 of you got that. And this is it. The final question. We've got 2,600 of you ready to meet your destiny. I know your heart is racing. Don't lose focus. You got this. This is it. Q12. Direct flight from Bishkek to Ashgabat will nearly pass over which country's capital? Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, or Afghanistan? Whew, I'm just glad I got through those pronunciations. Not a problem if you know the capitals and their locations down to the exact latitude and longitude. Simple, right? This trip stays clear of Afghanistan and Kazakhstan's capitals, but grazes the northern outskirts of Uzbekistan's capital, which means Uzbekistan is your answer. We have 1,245 winners, and welcome to the leaderboard. All right, 1,245 of you. Feeling pretty good on a Wednesday. Tasinka, $4 for you. Quasimo, $4 for you. What are you guys going to spend this on? I always want to know. Let me know. HQ plug, Simpson. Love that $4 for you, JJ257. Congratulations. And we have all avatars today. Well done, players. I'm so proud of you for choosing avatars and for making it through this quiz. You have bragging rights into the weekend. It's official for 1,245 of you. $4. Don't spend it all in one place. See? I knew you could do it. I'm Sarah Pribis, and I believed in you all along. Send me your scores. I'll hype you up online, too. My enthusiasm truly knows no bounds. We'll be back tonight with another chance to win $5,000. $5,000 again. Can you believe it? Look, we got all this money to give away, and somebody's got to win. So why can't it be you? I hope you have a great afternoon. Thanks for hanging with me. Really order my favorite tacos.